Estonia is scheduled to participate in the Eurovision Song Contest 2022 in Turin, Italy. The Estonian broadcaster Eesti Rahvusringhääling is organizing the national final Eesti Laul 2022 in order to select the Estonian entry for the contest. The national final will consist of 7 shows, 4 quarter-finals, 2 semi-finals and a final. 10 songs will compete in each quarter-final and semi-final, and 5 will qualify from each show as determined by a jury panel and public vote. In the final, the winner will be selected over 2 rounds of voting, the first involving both a jury and the public, and the second and ultimate entirely decided by the public. Background. Prior to the 2022 contest, Estonia had participated in the Eurovision Song Contest 26 times since its first entry in 1994, winning the contest on one occasion in 2001 with the song "Everybody" performed by Tanel Padar, Dave Benton and 2XL. Following the introduction of semi-finals for the 2004, Estonia has, to this point, managed to qualify to the final on 7 occasions. In 2021, "The Lucky One" performed by Uku Suviste failed to qualify Estonia to the final, where the song placed 13th in the semi-final. The Estonian national broadcaster, Eesti Rahvusringhääling, broadcasts the event within Estonia and organizes the selection process for the nation's entry. Confirmed Estonia's participation at the 2022 Eurovision Song Contest on 27 August 2021. Since their debut, the Estonian broadcaster has organized national finals that feature a competition among multiple artists and songs in order to select Estonia's entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. The Eesti Laul competition has been organized since 2009 in order to select Estonia's entry, and on 28 August 2021, announced the organization of Eesti Laul 2022 in order to select the nation's 2022 entry. Before Eurovision, Eesti Laul 2022. Eesti Laul 2022 is the 14th edition of the Estonian national selection Eesti Laul, which will select Estonia's entry for the Eurovision Song Contest 2022. The competition will consist of 40 entries competing in 4 quarterfinals and 2 semi-finals, leading to a 10-song final on 12 February 2022. All shows will be broadcast live on ETV, on ETV Plus with Russian commentary, as well as streamed online at the broadcaster's official website. Format. The format of the competition will include 4 quarterfinals on 20 November, 27 November, 4 December and 11 December 2021. 2 semi-finals on 3 and 5 February 2022 and a final on 12 February 2022. 10 songs will compete in each quarterfinal and 5 from each quarterfinal will qualify to the semi-finals. 10 songs will compete in each semi-final and the top 5 from each semi-final will qualify to complete the 10-song lineup in the final. The results of the quarterfinals will be determined solely by public televoting for the first 3 qualifiers and votes from a professional jury for the 4th and 5th qualifiers, while the results of the semi-finals will be determined by the 50-50 combination of jury and public voting for the first qualifiers and a second round of public televoting for the remaining qualifiers. The winning song in the final will be selected over 2 rounds of voting. The first round results will select the top 3 songs via the 50-50 combination of jury and public voting, while the second round, superfinal, will determine the winner solely by public televoting. Competing entries. On 2 September 2021, opened the submission period for artists and composers to submit their entries up until 20 October 2021 through an online upload platform. Each artist and songwriter was able to submit a maximum of 5 entries. Foreign collaborations were allowed as long as one of the songwriters were Estonian and that there were a maximum of 2 foreign songwriters. One being the composer and one being the lyricist. A fee was also imposed on songs being submitted to the competition, with €50 for songs in the Estonian language and €100 for songs in other languages. 202 submissions were received by the deadline, of which 84 were in Estonian, and the others were in English, French, Spanish, Italian and an imaginary language. A 17-member jury panel consisting of Andy Raig, Bert Jarvet, Ida Inesetti, Eric Kamishta, Hailey Klendorf, Henry Laumaise, Hugo Martin Marsikas, Jürgen Paansalu, Kadir, Kasper Violup, Curly Cavillan, Laurie Lawbury, Leonardo Romanello, Lise Lemshalu, Meelis Meri, Tarmo Hobe and Thea Paluoya selected 40 quarter-finalists from the submissions, and 10 of the selected songs are being announced each week on the ETV entertainment program Ringvarde. Between 15 November 2021 and 7 December 2021, among the competing artists are previous Eurovision Song Contest entrants Evelyn Samuel, who represented Estonia in 1999, Lauri Piilap, who represented Estonia as member of 2XL in 2001 together with Tanel Padar and Dave Benton, Anna Sarleen, who represented Estonia in 2002, Ott Lepland, who represented Estonia in 2012, Stig Rasta, who represented Estonia in 2015 with Elina Born, and Elina Nichayeva, who represented Estonia in 2018. Alabama Watchdog, Andrei Zevakin, Ariadne, Desiree, Eliza, Emily J. Grete Paya, Helen, Inga Tisler, lead singer of Delulu, Yargup Tuisk, Kaya, Laurie Live, lead singer of Black Velvet, Little Mess, Mayan, Marilyn Malk, Meisterjan, Per Mud, Shearer, Sulev Lomas, percussionist of Black Velvet, Stefan, Traffic, Trine Nitoja and Weeralt have all competed in previous editions of SD Lowell. Little Mess entry was co-written by Tanya, who represented Estonia in 2014, and the entry from Stig Rasta was co-written by Victor Krohn, who represented Estonia in 2019. Shows. Quarter-final 1. The first quarter-final took place at the Studios on 20 November 2021. Hosted by previous Estonian Eurovision Song Contest entrants Tanel Padar and Ida Inesetti. 10 songs. Revealed on 15 November 2021. Competed for the first 3 spots in the semi-finals with the outcome decided upon by a public televote. The remaining 2 qualifiers were decided by the votes from a jury panel consisting of Sissi Nylia, Benita, Sin Valtri, Egert Milder, Kadri Koppel, Olav Solan, Bert Jarvet, Vido Panel and Andres Pusep. Quarter-final 2. The second quarter-final took place at the Studios on 27 November 2021. Hosted by previous Estonian Eurovision Song Contest entrants Uku Suviste and Tanya Mihailova Saar. 10 songs. Revealed on 22 November 2021. Competed for 3 spots in the semi-finals with the outcome decided upon by a public televote. The remaining 2 qualifiers were decided by the votes from the jury panel. Quarter-final 3. The third quarter-final took place at the Studios on 4 December 2021. Hosted by previous Estonian Eurovision Song Contest entrants Ott Lepland and Laura Poldvere. 10 songs. Revealed on 29 November 2021. Competed for 3 spots in the semi-finals with the outcome decided upon by a public televote. The remaining 2 qualifiers were decided by the votes from the jury panel. Quarter-final 4. The fourth quarter-final took place at the Studios on the 11th of December 2021. Hosted by previous Estonian Eurovision Song Contest entrants Geta Jani and Yuri Putsman. 10 songs. Revealed on 6 December 2021. Competed for 3 spots in the semi-finals with the outcome decided upon by a public televote. The remaining 2 qualifiers were decided by the votes from the jury panel. Semi-final 1. The first semi-final took place at Saku Hall on 3 February 2022. The semi-final had 2 rounds. 5 acts from the semi-final advanced to the final. The first 4 qualifiers were determined by a combined jury and public voting, while the remaining qualifier came from a second round of public televoting. On 2 February, contestants Eliza and Marilyn Malk tested positive for COVID-19, refraining them from attending the show. The music videos of their entries were used as a substitute for the live performances. Semi-final 2. The second semi-final will take place at Saku Hall on 5 February 2022. 5 acts from the semi-final will advance to the final. The first 4 qualifiers will be determined by a combined jury and public voting, while the remaining qualifier will come from a second round of public televoting. At Eurovision, according to Eurovision rules, all nations with the exceptions of the host country and the Big Five, France, Germany, Italy, Spain and the United Kingdom, are required to qualify from one of 2 semi-finals in order to compete for the final. The top 10 countries from each semi-final progress to the final. The European Broadcasting Union (EBU) split up the competing countries into 6 different pots based on voting patterns from previous contests, with countries with favorable voting histories put into the same pot. On 25 January 2022, an allocation draw was held which placed each country into one of the 2 semi-finals, as well as which half of the show they would perform in. Estonia has been placed into the second semi-final, to be held on 12 May 2022, and has been scheduled to perform in the second half of the show. References. External links. Official site of SD Lowell.